Hello everyone, G-Pop here, and we just got another gameplay video that just dropped from the Type Moon channel. And this time it's Akiha vs Arcuit again. So just like last time where we had Sion and Shiki post 2 videos, this time we got 2 videos of Akiha versus Arc. I assume because the last time Akiha won, I think this time they're going to showcase Arcuit. They didn't have the title like last time where it says Sio gameplay showcase or Shiki's gameplay showcase. Now it just says Akiha versus Arc. But I'm just gonna assume that last time it was showcasing more Akiha, now it's gonna showcase more Arc. So we're gonna watch this and see if there's anything new we pick up from here. But I also wanna, if I have time at the end, I also wanna go over some other things I've noticed in the last couple of days, not only from like personal further inspections on previous videos, but also something I've seen what other people who were reacting to the trailers saw in the matches too, because I look at other people's reaction videos just to see what they pick up and see, like, notice these kind of things that I didn't initially notice either. This is on top of like what I noticed at the Melty Discord as well when I'm talking with them. So we're gonna go back to see some of those other things as well. There's going to be 2 specific things especially, but that's all assuming that they don't showcase those kind of things here. If they showcase it here already, then we'll talk about it here. But anyways, let's move on with the reaction. So put it to there. Let's go. Alright, once again, Akiha versus Arc. Alright. I think it's a new intro. It's like they have different kinds of intros together. Alright, pre-round movement. Oh, there's music. Okay, we got this music again. Ooh, nice shield. Oh, interesting interaction there. Okay. So again, we see that shield thing. She does the shield counter. Okay, now she does 2C. Oh, okay. So jump 2C doesn't do hit the ground anymore if you're too high. Okay. Alright, air combo stuff. Oh, Moondrive neutral. Interesting. Alright, so wall bounce extension. Arc grab being really good as usual. Oh, interesting interaction there. Interesting decision. Ooh, 2A. Alright. Got some tick throws there. Oh, is that a low? Oh, maybe it's a counter though. Alright, so she burst out of there too. Still heat. No blood heat stuff yet. Interesting choice. Some interesting shield chest. Oh, what a punish. What a punish. Oh, it pixel health right there. Didn't kill yet. Ooh, she blocks the Char's B, but didn't block the second overhead. And so Arc takes that first round. Interesting. Alright, and now Akiha has the extra bar this time. Ooh, okay, catches her with the Moonscale version of that aerial attack. Alright, do some charging there. Some interesting teleports and stuff. Ooh, try to shield counter, but blocks it. Man, a lot of shield interaction. Ooh! Alright, 2B into instant air dash. 5B, okay. Some new combos there. Okay, this time. Oh, nice combo extension. Okay, so from charge 5B, that's a combo there. Okay, again, burst, heat bursting there. Ooh, fatal counter. Into arc drive. Command grab. Alright, so that one hits low, which means she can't stand at all. Okay, so once again, showing that jump 2C doesn't... Ooh, interesting conversion. But yeah, showing again that jump 2C arc move doesn't force them on the ground anymore. You can actually tech out of it if you're too high. So now Arc's down around and gets an air grab there. Alright, arc drive to continue the pressure. Also to make it safe. So interesting applications of Moondrive. Alright, so she's just gonna end it there. Alright. Ooh, okay, OTG. So that's there too. Always love to see these kind of things that are staple to Melty. I really like how much air movement in this game, because it really shows this is not like Under Night and stuff like that, that this is still a very much an aerial game. You know, they're making some very interesting shield counter stuff, but I'm assuming it's just to showcase a lot of these things. Ooh, oh god! It's back! The charged Rekka that sucks you in. Or was that half circle actually? Actually that was half circle. Alright, so this time Arc wins this game. Alright, so there's quite a bit to take into this. So one thing I want to note, so I remember watching was it Giuna or LordKnight? They were reacting, you know, they're reacting to these matches as well, and they're like commenting about how the combos and their decision making are being made here. And I feel like a lot of the things that we're seeing here, the excessive amount of shielding, the decisions, the short combos, like, you know, Jeff BC, BCE stuff, I think a lot of that is just for the sake of the showcase, because it does really feel like a lot of these combos could be optimized a bit more, but they're you know, they're keeping it short so that we can see more of other characters. If they keep the combos too long, then we're just seeing too much of one character doing the same combo kind of thing, and you know, that's not really good for the showcase. So it's kind of like a mix of that. Also, these players are probably new. So when they try to do other combos, they probably did many takes of these kind of matches, and they try to do other combos, and you know, it's dropping, so they want to prevent showing that. So they want to see something that's more clean, something like this, where, like, you know, they stick with shorter combos that they know it's going to work. That could be a possibility too. And the last thing is that a lot of these shield interactions that we're seeing here, I feel like a lot of that is really to showcase what you can do with the shields. And I don't think it's going to be a very realistic assumption that this is how the game is actually going to play. I don't think the players are actually going to play with that kind of RPS mind games with, like, shielding, a lot of that. I mean, you can already do, like, shield. In some cases, you can, like, shield their shield counters, or, like, jump up and block shield counters from Full Moon. But people still don't have that fast reaction, so you don't see that happen a lot. So I think it's going to be the same case here. So even if they shield your move, you're not a lot of cases they're going to react fast enough that they're going to, like, they're going to react to your shield counters or whatever you decide to do. Because it comes out pretty fast. Like, you have to react to that screen freeze. You have to know that they're going to shield and stuff like that. And shielding in this game, it's a very high risk move. It's even more higher risk because if you miss that shield now, you lose Moon Drive. So I think that's something that had to definitely take into account. So anyways, let's can go back and start watching. Go back and analyze this video a bit further, break it down a bit. Once again at 0.5 times speed. So going to the first round, again, pre-round movement, beautiful stuff, always love it. So, you know, air neutral, air footsies. Alright, so she blocks with the, okay, interesting. So, something like this, for example, I don't think this is a very realistic situation that's going to happen often. So, you can see here, she does the charge 5B, which is an overhead, and Akiha shields it. Akiha shields it. And she does the teleport, and somehow Arc knew that she's going to do the teleport, and she does the chase. Now, I don't know if this thing auto-corrects, and maybe that's what's going to happen. But, for example, I don't think, especially seeing how slow this is, seeing how slow this teleport is, I don't think many players would go for the teleport in this game. I think this teleport would be better for projectiles, because now it puts them right at your face. But again, it's slow, so I wouldn't recommend doing it. I would have just done a regular shield counter, but again, or at least a jump forward move. But again, this is just the game just really trying to showcase all these interactions you can get out of shield. So they do this, and interestingly enough, this clashes. It's not like this beat out teleport specifically. So it kind of should now, you know, again, this is showing what happens if you use this jump forward move, jump forward attack move against teleport. It's gonna clash. Alright, so neutral into ring, and once again, we see what happened. It's okay, so I actually tested this out a bit, because someone in the Melty Discord was talking about this interesting interaction with the ring, the blood ring. And at first they were like saying, hey, you can hold shield now. Someone else said, oh no, this is always a multi-hit shield thing. So I went to test it, because I thought it was a single hit shield, and you have to shield every single hit as well. but it wasn't. It was one of those instances where it's a multi-shield instance. So like I mentioned before, when it gets to this part, there's this Blood Ring now is not like it's not like a multi-hit shield interaction. It's a single hit into multi-hit. So if you do this, you know it's a single hit at first because of the screen freeze from the shield. But if you shield and if you're shielding and it's like doing multiple hits and it's forcing you into shield, you can't do anything until it ends. And they can move around. It's what you call as well, at least I call it, a multi-hit shield interaction. And when this is the case, this actually is better for the opponent because the opponent can grab you out of this situation. However, it looks like she was able to cancel out of it early and shield counter. So I don't recall if you're forced into shielding, you have to wait until the end and then shield counter. But in this case at least, it's showing that you can cancel out of it early and use the invincibility of the shield counter to hit them. So that's what she did. But once again, I do also want to reiterate, this is a different interaction with Blood Ring now. It goes single hit, held shield into the multi-hit aspect. So first of all, the Blood Ring is no longer just a straight up multi-hit shield interaction. It's a single hit into multi-hit. But the other thing is that in older Melty Blood games, I don't recall if I said this in the previous gameplay video, but if it's a single hit, it usually forces you out of shield unless you did a special or a shield counter, depending on the move. But if you don't do anything out of it, you're forced to go right out of shield, and the only thing you can do once again is special moves or shield counters or another shield. So there's some moves where you have to shield individual hits. For example, one of the examples is Hisui's quarter circle forward attack, quarter circle forward motion, which she does a multiple stab attack. It looks like it's a multi-hit thing, but it's actually single. Each stab is a single hit. So to block each one, you have to shield, 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 shield. You can't hold shield it. But in this game, this is showing that and we were seeing this in older videos too, but I didn't really note its significance until now. Even after you shield a single hit instance, you can hold it still. So now, if for example, let's say again, Hisui's multi-stab move, which is a quarter circle forward, you don't have to shield into each individual hit. You don't have to try to time that shield. Now you can hold the shield for every single hit. And it's the same thing here. She did this, shielded the single hit, and she didn't have to press shield again. No, she just held it, and then it goes into this multi-hit. So that's very important. So it's kind of easier to shield these kind of things now. So that's something to note. So she does shield counter, which is a launcher. So she did jump BC to CB. And now this is important because this is new. So this jump 2C, it's kind of both buffed and nerfed because it's nerfed now because before this move would cause a hard knockdown. It always caused, no, not a hard knockdown. It always caused a knockdown in a sense that you can always hit the ground, but I think, yeah, for a regular arc, if you did this, they would forcibly hit the ground, but they can tech, left or right, or not tech and just hit the ground. It was, I think it's called Wallachia arc, W arc, Wark, or let's just call it Wark for now, with a W, which is the evil arc version, or the vampiric arc version. Well, it's funny because she's a vampire. Moon vampire, but anyways, that version, if she did the 2C, it's a forced hard knockdown. But hers used to be you hit the ground, but you can tech. This time now, you don't even hit the ground. You tech before you even hit the ground. So it's an air tech. So it's a nerf because now this actually you can tech before you hit the ground. However, we saw in previous videos, it's also buffed. I think it's a balance because before it was buffed that if you do hit the ground, if you're low enough to the ground doing that move, it causes a ground bounce, allowing for a bit more combos. So it's kind of a nerf and a buff. So it was a buff that they allow ground bounce, but now to balance that, they nerfed it that it doesn't cause a knockdown anymore. If you're too high off the ground, they can tech out of it. Alright, so some neutral stuff as usual. Interesting, she just does the full Rekka, the full swipe Rekka, and gets the last hit, but it knocks them away, so it can't do anything even if it's gonna hit. Okay, so we get this combo. Okay, so she goes from... So it goes 5A, 2C, 5C, auto combo. So once again, we noted that this was a auto combo specific normal. So this is 5C auto combo. So air combo, interesting. Okay, so it goes into DP and air wall bounce, but puts him high in the air. All right, so she does moon drive here, and she notices that she's in the air and punishes. I don't know what Akiha was doing at this case, but that's a very, very cerebral play, just doing that, knowing that she was going to land there. Doing it for the YouTube views, bro. Doing it for the YouTube views. But yeah, she follows that up. So it's her quarter circle back elbow, and goes into EX quarter circle, or EX Shoryuken, which is this move. But this time it does a launcher. So before this used to be a wall bounce. This EX used to be a wall bounce. And then you would follow up with a combo. But now it does a launcher. Unless this is like, you can do certain follow-ups. But for now, it does a launcher. So you can go straight into air combo. So interesting. And does her air combo, which is really good. She bursts. Again, we still don't see any instances of blood heat in these trailers. Again, we see that interaction. Nothing new here that I haven't discussed in the previous video. So if I'm skipping a lot of things, it's because I've already talked about it in the last video. So you can check the last Akiha versus Arcua trailer to see my opinions on stuff like, you know, what we saw here with the ring here, this interaction, stuff like that. So it catches them with the jump C, goes to air combo. Again, takes their health. Yeah, takes their health and blue health. Or red health. She goes into tick throw. So that's pretty nice that they show that they're also doing tick throw. So, okay, no, it's a counter. So it wasn't a low. So she tried to do something and she just caught him with that 2-2 motion. This at least for full moon, this is 2-2, and I'm assuming down, which I'm assuming they're keeping the same motion. So she hits him with that. That move is so big, by the way. It's really good. And shows that she hit him with that, she can follow from that. Okay. I want to see this combo, actually. So it goes 5C, charge B, which is ground bounce. So before it wasn't a ground bounce, it just gives you a lot of hits done in the air. But she is able to do... So this is not her doing jump forward. This is her doing the grounded version of this move, which does move her forward into that attack. So it's not like a jump forward and then an aerial version. No, that's just the move from the ground. So she does that. Jump cancels into jump C to jump B. Okay, so like I said, this is once again what I'm saying about how they're keeping combos short for the sake of the video, so we don't keep combos going too long. I'm assuming for sure. For example, let's see how many ground bounces this is. So this is one ground bounce. So 2 ground bounces. Oh no, doesn't even use a ground bounce. So I'm assuming this still has the same rules of 2 ground bounces per combo, or 2 wall bounces, 2 bounce, or let's just call them bounce per combo. This can easily be extended because we know that this jump C is also a ground bounce, and not even that. She did a jump B, so she could still extend it. She could like land into re-jump stuff. Even then, actually, it's not like she used a jump cancel. She did this move, so she's still a jump cancel too. So you could like land into like a ground normal into a launcher. So again, like I said, this is keeping combos short for the sake of the video, so it doesn't look ridiculous. It doesn't keep combo staying for too long on one character. Alright, so again, you know, air footsies, usual Melty blood neutral. Weird teleport, I guess, to get out of the way. Alright, 5C, this was a nice confirm. She goes 5C immediately into arc drive, so she knew she was going to get that hit. Cerebral prey right here. And this one didn't actually kill. So knocks him away. She still had a lot of time for the Doki. This was cool. This was cool. So she did a double overhead. She went to Terrify B. She recognized that, blocked the overhead, but goes right into the second overhead. That caught her off guard. Moon skill version too. So that was the first round. Going to the second round now. So again, you know, pre-round neutral, trying to fish some hits. So it catches her with the moon scale. which puts him, I think it was a ground bounce? Let me see. It looks like it was a kind of a ground bounce. Yeah. Into jump cancel C, 5B, into auto combo. And you see, like I said, she could have followed up from that. So I don't know why she kept it short. So, again, you know, for the Twitter, you know, for the YouTube video. And she was able to follow up from that to that, which gave her a lot of time to, which gave her enough time to land and then charge some bar. So, you know, it's just showing like how you can end combos and stuff like that, what you can do. It's not most likely not optimal, but it just, you know, this is a showcase. It's not an actual like high level gameplay. Okay, so this is another interesting. So showing right here that she's shielding, try to do the shield counter again, but because she blocked it, the blood ring is still there and she got hit out of it. So it's not like fully invincible all the way. So it's, you know, the usual stuff. Alright, caught in the air does the air combo. So, again, Akiha's air combo is kind of not good. It's kind of bad, especially from double jump. So, because it puts her away and she has no Oki. So she tried to like even meaty from that, but you see, she's not even like meeting. So it gave her a lot of time to react to it, and she was able to shield it and hold the shield again. Again, important. Okay, so right here, Akiha had FOMO, so she had to do that to keep herself safe, and she jump canceled to dodge her chase as well. So actually pretty smart, choice from the Akiha player. Okay, so this is a cool combo. Okay, I want to go back. So she did jump C counter hit. So her confirm was 2B. It's an instant, like really low instant air dash. Jump B. 5B. Quarter circle back. Elbow. Which, because they're airborne, really high in the air, she was able to still follow from 5B. Doesn't even have to do 5A. 5B. Okay, so very important. Very important. Arc 5B doesn't put him down into the ground anymore. So at least with C arc, I don't remember the other arcs did it too, because you don't usually do this use that for combos. But 5B, I don't. Maybe this was the case in Cadenza before previous games, but her 5B, if you were airborne, puts you down. So that's why a lot of combos from C arc, she would do 5B, 2B, because it'll put you down and then 2B to hit them before they hit the ground. This one's now showing that 5B doesn't put them into the ground. You see, it just keeps them like a regular hit, keeps them airborne. So that's something very important to note. She doesn't have that kind of stuff anymore. So it goes into launcher, moon skill, into follow-up, jump cancel, follow-up. Yeah, so she does moon skill, jump cancel, jump C into air grab. And Arc air grab being so good because, you know, Arc is so privileged. In one of the articles and tweets, they say that she was made to be a little stronger, which means she's intentionally strong, or at least feels strong. And that's. Okay, Kamone, I like you and all, but he tends to make some questionable decisions on intentionally making some characters stronger than others. And that's kind of what I'm concerned about. And this is something I want to talk about, like maybe at the end of this, or maybe I'll make a separate video about my concerns. And something echoing what LordKnight said in his reaction video, and I kind of agree. But let's continue on. So this time she actually lands the charge 5B overhead, and we see a combo extension from that. 5C, elbow. Okay, now she does 2B instead of 5B. Okay, and then she does the launcher, which in the previous games was 4C, which I'm assuming to be the same. 4C. Jump C, jump B into air combo. I wonder if she can still air dash cancel this. Because before, you would air dash cancel this for combo extension stuff. And maybe from there you can do jumps that into, like, you know, jump 2C for extended combo ground bounce. Again, this is not optimal, so most likely, and I think another reason why then these combos are not optimal is because this is where Kamone wants us to figure out these optimal stuff. And in one of the old trailers, in one of his old previous streams, people were asking him questions like, hey, can you do this or can you do that? And some of them he answered, but some of the other stuff he was like saying, I would like you to figure that out yourself when the game comes out. So he's basically saying, I could tell you, but I don't want to ruin the discovery phase. And Japan loves that. That's why in a lot of their other games, like they didn't show frame data because they don't like being told what the frame data is. They want to figure that out themselves, or at least that's what the developers believe. And maybe the Japanese fighting game community feels that way. I don't know, but I know the developers feel that way. That's what they said about providing frame data or not. North America, we think differently. We want to see this frame data so we can try to optimize stuff and all that. So, Kimono is more like, you know, figure this out yourself. You know, it's fun to discover things. And, you know, again, I agree for this kind of situation. I agree because, you know, we want to discover this stuff, and this is not optimal, right? This is definitely not optimal because we don't want to like. We kind of want to see what's the optimization we could do, but we also want to see how these characters play. We don't want them to just steamroll one character or the other kind of thing. All right. Anyways, she wakes up her heat to get her out. It's kind of interesting that we're gonna have multiple defensive options to like get out of pressure, like, you know, moon drive, heat, all that kind of stuff. Plus another one I didn't mention before, which I'll explain right after this. So counter hit, 5B right into arc drive. All the damage, yep. Red hair as well to, like, you know, showcase Vermilion, Akiha. So again, this is showing that, you know, Akiha is forced to block low, and I'm pretty sure you can abuse this because she's forced to block low. Because if she blocks high, she's gonna be stuck blocking that. You can try to probably do some instant air dash, dirty overhead stuff because she's like too worried to block high kind of stuff. This time she did instant air dash, but she recognizes shield counter, which I agree, I would have done it too. Again, she does 2C, and then once again she takes out of it because he doesn't force you to hit the ground anymore. Okay, got hit. Into jump C. Wait, was that jump canceled, by the way? I think it was. Yeah, it was. Alright, second round. Go to Akiha, you know, the usual stuff. They have to have both characters at least win one round. And then the main showcase is the one who wins. So this time now, Akiha once again charging up her power. Give her your energy. Praise the sun. Alright. Once again, air throw, fatal counter, because now there's counter hits on throws. So Rekkas. So she does the Rekkas, but so I'm assuming this is low. So you have a low and a high. I think in the previous video you saw the high version where she goes over. She goes low, she blocks it, and then she uses Moondrive to kind of extend her pressure. So this is another instance. We didn't see this. I don't think we've seen this really before. We saw it defensively and also for combo extensions, but now we're seeing it for pressure reset and pressure extension. So this is actually a good showcase for them too. You see? So using that extended block string to like really run back in and like, you know, apply the pressure again. Okay, so interesting combo there. Again, kind of, I think that's kind of how it is. The first video is kind of showing some basic combo and what they can do. While the second video is kind of showing some more optimized stuff. And so this one's really, I kind of like that. So this one's now showing more optimized combo. So she shield countered that. Does jump B, moon scale ring, jump cancels jump C, and then extends it. Oh, okay. So even though this can ground bounce, you can cancel that to jump. I don't recall if that's jump B or 2B or 2B or 2C, but regardless, I think it's 2C. But you can cancel it so it doesn't force that ground bounce and goes into EX ring, and you know. Goes into ring pressure, she shoot counters that. Charge jump C, you know, kind of bad. Neutral stuff. She goes into EX elbow, which does the, you know, the 4-hit teleport. And she does OTG, so I'm always happy to see stuff like that because it's like a really Melty blood staple kind of thing. Alright. So again, some neutral stuff. Akiha pressure. Repeat. Got the hit on the jump B. Oh wow, she was able to like whip 2A. Because she was looking like she's gonna do like, she didn't expect her to get hit. She was expecting her to block it and then 2A. But then she quickly recognized that it was counter hit. So then she follows up with 5A, which it's such a silly looking move in my opinion. The dab kick, but so cool. It's like silly and cool at the same time. But oh, and it's also a low. But she does the 5A. You know, combo extension, simple stuff. This is simple. Probably just, you know, keeping it simple because he just immediately recognized it. Okay, so she does the same thing now. So this is the trailer that shows how you can do pressure reset kind of thing. But Akiha, Arc was able to punish that. Alright, Moon skill, down, down B. Alright, so she does Moon Drive defensively and recognizes she's in the air, chases her, air grab. So really good decision making from there. Actually, I want to notice something. From there, she does have a little bit of recovery. And this is something someone noticed as well. I think Gianna noticed this. Whenever they did this defensively and they press a button, they usually press shield. They don't like block, they press shield. We think that he thinks that the only thing you can do out of Moon Drive, the one thing you can do immediately out of Moon Drive is shield. Maybe because any other things you try to do, you have a bit of recovery, but you can cancel that recovery with shield. So that's kind of like a risk that you can do. So she does Moon Drive. So maybe this is not like the safest thing. It's a screen pause. But maybe, like for example, you see here, she does that, and she's still moving a little bit before she is able to perform an action, before she is able to jump cancel. Yeah, you see, she's still recovering. So maybe this is not 100% safe, but maybe it's just a recovery animation, but maybe you can still, a recovery animation, but maybe you can still block. So who knows? Anyways, you're not like plus or anything from it. So she's able to air grab you. So she used that to air grab. So that's something to know. Okay, so this is very important. I think this is quarter circle. Yeah, it is quarter circle. So I was thinking half circle, but that was actually Sonic. Air Sonics. Which it clearly shows that she doesn't have that anymore. This is based on more Actress Cadenza, which she didn't have. She got the Air Sonics from Actress Again onwards. So that was like a new move she got. But it looks like they go away because, again, going back to roots and stuff like that. But she does a charge version of her Rekka, which is very important because it pushes you in. It sucks you in. Very good for mix-up stuff. So we saw it on hit. We didn't see it on block. But it has the suction motion. You see it takes her out of the corner. So it's good for her combos, but it's also really good for pressure. If you get into block string, if it blocks and it still has a suction thing, very good because that means you can do cross-ups out of the corner. Before, you can't do cross-ups because, you know, if you're in the corner, you can't jump over them like in Street Fighter. But in this game, if you can pull them out of it like Arc did here, you can jump over and do like dirty mix-ups and stuff like that. And it's most likely plus like in the other game too, because of how much the lows startup is. And it goes right into Arc Drive for the Arc Drive finish. Yep, so that's it for the analysis on this video. There might be, again, things that I missed. But before I finish this off, I want to talk about other things that I've missed. So we're gonna watch it from we're gonna take it from another video. We're gonna go back to previous gameplay video. So we're gonna transition right into that. So here we are at the Ciel versus Shiki gameplay video again. So you might be wondering why I'm coming back here. So there are two things I want to talk about. One thing that I've noticed that from other gameplay videos too, not only Akiha, Ciel was doing it too, and I was wondering why she was doing it. And now I think I figured out why. And another one, something that LordKnight brought up but that I missed. And I kind of explained something that I thought was a thing, but it wasn't. So first off, let's talk about this interaction. So I think this is the first thing that happens. Let's try to find that. I know there's an interaction, a defensive interaction from Shiki. So I think it's here after this. Yeah. So she does ground air throw. Okay, so this interaction right here, I thought, my initial thought, first of all, I love this not face, by the way, but I thought this was like a held shield cancel, like a held heat, like an Undernight where you can hold it longer. That's why it took longer. So if we watch this very fast, you notice that heat took much longer to come out. So I thought it was something like that. But LordKnight picked, I think it was LordKnight Giuna. Actually, it might not have been LordKnight. Actually, it might have been Giuna. Sorry, I'm getting all these influencers mixed up. But they noticed something, and I missed that. And this is why they have a good eye too. This is why it's good to like watch other people's videos too and see what they catch. Notice here, CL did 2A, and he's in block stun. Immediately from block stun, he was able to heat. So this animation, this longer animation of heat, is actually looks like to be a guard cancel, heat to get out of guard cancel. Now, is there anything special out of this? No. So it looks like it still uses the same amount of bar, but the risk is, out of guard cancel, it is much longer, so it's much easier for them to punish. But CL didn't do it in this case. This is very reminiscent to what older multiplayer games have called Circuit Spark. Circuit Spark is something we have for either as a combo breaker or to like, you can also use it in block stun. The difference is that when you use it in those previous games, it immediately drains all your resources, all your bar. And you could only use it when you're in max mode. You couldn't use it like before, like here where he was able to use a half bar. You could use it in, like only when you're in max mode, but it was quick and almost always guarantees you to get out of that situation. It almost always guarantees you that it'll hit the opponent and, you know, get you out of that situation. Now, you don't want to use your meter because, you know, meter is very important in this game, but it is an option. We notice how in this game we do not see any instances of like any sort of combo breaker or like circuit sparks. Now our defensive options are entirely, you know, either moon drive, like, you know, out of block stun, or this guard cancel heat. I missed this at first because I didn't think that there was something like this, like a heat, like heat being used as a guard cancel. I was thinking more like a circuit spark. But I noticed this after, not only from like the Giuna video, or I forget whose video it was. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me or let me know who it is in the comments. But what I did notice even more initially, but I kind of brushed it off, I didn't think about it, was in one of Kamone's previous streams, someone asked him about if there is a guard cancel heat, and he said yes, there is a guard cancel heat. He wants us to like pay attention to these kind of things in these trailers and explore with these kind of things. At first I brushed it off. I was like, oh, he's just saying there's a guard cancel heat. And we just didn't see it until it was brought up in one of those other reaction videos and analyzing this kind of stuff. So this is very important. So this is a new thing in Melty Blood, is a guard cancel heat. But it is very slow. I'm fairly certain CL probably could have shielded this. Assuming it's shieldable. But that is something I want to mention as well. And right into that majestic CL jumping. Now, the other thing I want to bring up, I want to see if I can find it. So it might take me some time. If it takes me too long, I'll just skip right into it. But let's try to find it real quick. I think it's in the second round. Right, wait, here? Okay, here it is. So I found it pretty quick. So this combo, I noted that she did only single jump BC. Into launcher, jump BC, into throw. And then from here, she was able to do dive. I thought she was doing it straight after air throw, like in the previous Melty Blood games that you can do. But now I know why she only did single jump BC. So I'm going to play this extremely slowly. So watch. She does ground throw. See this right here. See this right here. She did a jump cancel. And then did this. I'm noticing if after air throw you still have air options, you retain those air options even after the air throw. So that is the only reason why she's able to do it out of air throw, this motion for better Oki, is because she only did a single jump BC, air throw, which means she kept her double jump air option. Now, I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like this is kind of interesting because now it kind of goes into, do you want more damage or do you want something that gives you more air options, aka better Oki? But this is something we'll definitely have to explore later on and see if this is better or not, especially to see how much damage you're losing from doing this. I'm noticing that a lot of these combos, especially if it goes for too long and it comes out of a launcher, the second jump BC air throw doesn't do as much damage, so maybe it's okay to like shave off some damage for better Oki, depending on the situation. Of course, if you're going for the kill, then yes, do the full thing. But this is something I've definitely noticed, and this was also shown in the previous trailer too. I missed it as well. And we also see this when Akiha sometimes with air throw and then jump cancel into ring. It's the only reason why she was able to do that because she did only single jump BC. So that is what I missed. That is how she's able to do this. She could only do it if she did a single jump BC, air throw, keeps the jump BC, keeps the double jump air option, so she can do this. Double jump, you see right here, the double jump into the dive for a better Oki. Now, my question is, we only see them do double jump into dive. We haven't seen them do air dash cancel. Now the question is, if you haven't done an air dash yet in your combo, can you air dash after the air throw? If you can, that means CL, even though it's not off of a raw, or maybe she can off a regular air throw. Because we see jump BC, double jump BC, air throw, but they don't do air dash cancel. Air dash, we haven't done an air dash. So if we can also air dash after air throws, that option will probably still be available after jump BC, double jump BC, air throw. If that's the case, that would be so interesting because that means CL will have her three-way mix-up after air throw again, assuming her air dash goes far enough to reach on top of them. Because in Akiha, one of the things that made her top tier, because she was top tier in that game, one of the things that made her top tier was that after every air throw, you don't put them in the corner. You put them mid-screen. Because after air throw, you can dash cancel into a three-way mix-up. Because you dash cancel, and by the time they wake up, you're already like on top of their head, and you do what they call Sandori. Or I think they also call it a Kamone. Oh no, Kamone is like an instant overhead. That's a different thing. They call it a Sandori. San means three, and then Dori means like three-way or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. My Japanese is not very good. I just know San means three. So you do like either you air dash cancel into either over them, cross up, same side, or you do a low. Like you just do empty jump low. So that's kind of what the options were. So if she gets that option again, I'd be so happy. But because we haven't seen this happen at all, I'm assuming this is not the case. I think after air throw, the only thing you can do is whatever jump air options you have left, not air dash. I think air throws are not air dash cancelable, only jump cancelable. So I think one option you can do, and I think this is one thing that I might look into doing. I'm going to try to test this out, is do double jump, and instead of doing this dive motion, do double jump air dash cancel, and see where that lands you. So that's going to be very interesting. So that's the other thing I wanted to mention that I missed. Yeah, so I don't think there's anything else I want to talk. If I do, then I'll mention it in the next video. But yeah, I think that's it for this video, and also the other things I want to talk about. I might make a video about some of my thoughts and just some minor concerns I have about this game. This is kind of like more like a free talk thing that I have for this game. Just something I was thinking about, just some thoughts I have. But I kind of want to do that when these kind of videos starts slowing down a bit. I don't know if they will, because we're leading up to the game. It's just some things about kind of the interactions, the lifestyle, and especially the concerns, the same concerns that LordKnight have in his last reaction video. Check it out. I'll put the card in the top corner, and I'll also link in the description below on the video I'm referring to. And I think I commented on it as well. So you can see my comment there if it's not buried deep, but that's something I also want to talk about as well, and I want to kind of echo and also put my 2 cents about it, especially with French Red's history with first versions of fighting game. So I might make a separate video about that, but for now, that's it for this reaction, this analysis. This is a very long reaction. I know. I'm like checking the time now, and I'm still rambling. I should stop rambling. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.